Marky Worthington Podcast all day.
All day.
Dream by night.
Don't buy me a drink. Just give me $10.
All day.
Go down to the strip club with your floppy disk and turn it into a hard drive.
Yeah, right. You'll get fucking thrown out by Big Tony. We're here to name names and make people feel more ashamed for shit that they're not proud of.
Don't blow it. Keep it simple. Count your money.
Oh, whatever it is.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Marky Worthington Comedy Podcast. This is episode 65 with local Canberra comedian Caitlin Maggs. Had heaps of fun recording this episode, heaps of laughs. Just a really cool episode, and glad that we're able to get Caitlin on the show. Now, before we get into it, I've got a couple of dates coming up. So I've got the Comedy at the Basement on the 7th of June, followed by the Open Mic at the Basement on the 21st of June. So check those out. If you want to see any of my upcoming dates that I have, check out my link in my bio for Instagram. So Marky Worthington Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll get you all my socials, and Marky Comedy on Twitter. And if you're here for the meme competition, whoever the winner of the best meme of 5 competition, get to see it is this bad boy here. There we go, the Zambrero worker. So thanks everyone for voting on that one, and make sure you keep an eye on my story for the next meme compilation. And if you're listening to the audio edition, go over to my Instagram to see the winner of the voted best meme. So thanks for tuning in so far, and let's get into the episode.
I love it. I love that it's the Marky Worthington podcast with Marky Worthington.
Alrighty, welcome to episode 65 of the Marky Worthington Comedy Podcast, here with, Raw Comedy finalist for ACT, Caitlin Maggs.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Good to have you on the show. I don't know why I paused for a second there. It's like we just fucking already ran out of shit to say.
And thank you, that's a wrap.
I just wanted to get that raw drop in there. So, was it finalist or?
I won in ACT and then I went to the Melbourne finals.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Shat the bed.
Yeah, right. So like
not in the hotel room, on stage.
You weren't like, it wasn't a whole fuck. Don't tell Johnny Depp's lawyer, like they might be able to like pin it all situation. On you. Yeah. Holy shit, you're fucking Johnny Depp.
Yeah, plot twist.
How you know? Most
we
people
look
just
like a shitty version of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Holy fuck, okay.
Sorry.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Shitty Johnny Depp. No, I meant you were Amber Heard.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I was actually going to say that. You mean I look like the chick from Zombie?
Yeah.
That turned into a zombie? How funny was that? Like, you've seen the movie Zombieland, right?
No, I've seen like clips of it, but it's been one of those ones where I've just watched parts of it and then fallen asleep. So clearly very good. Yeah, very interested.
Interesting enough to start, not interesting enough to finish. Like most of my projects. Yeah. Actually, I was only thinking about this the other day. This is my 5th year in comedy, and this is like the most I've ever been invested in any project ever. Like the only thing I've done for longer than 5 years is like grow my beard, which is like 7.
Yeah, or just live.
Yeah.
Well, so number 3, comedy. Well done. Not die.
Yeah, he said live happily.
Yeah. Existing. Yeah, man. 5 years is a long time. I don't think I would have an attention span for longer.
Yeah. So what do you like? Got like 3 years left, or?
Yeah. People are like, how long have you been doing comedy? I'm like, I don't really know, because I just do it when people ask me, because I'm a lazy piece of shit. Like, I don't actually go out and put myself out there at
You're
all.
like the fucking Dave Chappelle of Canberra. You just fucking don't like promote or anything, just fucking rock up.
Rock up, yeah.
Get paid.
Do you know who I am?
Smoke darts on stage.
No, neither do I, yeah.
Smoke durries on stage. Just fucking,
I did smoke a joint at the basement the other day after I'd done my set though.
Yeah.
So I was quite responsible for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Enjoyed the rest of the night a lot more though.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like one of those I don't know, I feel like it's one of those things where once I've done my set, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the night more anyway.
Yeah.
But if I'm like having a drink or something, because like I don't smoke or anything, but like if I'm having a drink or something, I can actually relax and have a drink and watch the rest of the
Yeah.
night. When I MC though, I know that I always am only like, I'm either like, but anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes to having to get back on stage.
Yeah.
So that's why I like doing a spot and then fucking off.
Yeah.
Like the stage at least. I know that like I'm not that cunt that does his spot. It's like,
Just
I
like
can
leaves.
see, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, Mr. Big Shot here. What, are you going to get a fucking flight or something?
Yeah. You pull your helicopter up out the front for your 5 minutes out.
I've heard so because Bill Burr, like if you like our colleague, Bill,
Yeah.
he was
Billy.
yeah
Bieber.
yeah, you know, freckles. He's got a helicopter license, like
Yeah,
he's got his
gnarly.
whatever it is, like his instrument rating and shit.
Yeah.
And he talks about it on his podcast. And I was just like, imagine just being able to just like literally fly into a spot, like especially in New York and stuff where there's like, well, he's based in
Yeah.
LA, but like just even LA, like the traffic's just fucked.
Yeah.
And just being able to be like, land. Like,
Yeah, just go down and get some milk in your helicopter.
Yeah.
It costs you $3,000 every time you travel anywhere, but it's worth it.
Just drink helicopter fuel. Cut out the middleman.
Yeah. Why not?
It's like those like creepy like conspiracies about people that learn how to run their cars on fucking like water and then they get killed by the government. You know, like have you heard that
What?
shit?
No, but I love that.
Yeah, so there's like, I don't know. I think I don't want to tread on Joe Rogan's toes with conspiracy podcasts here, but they offer him less money as renewal because like there's already someone doing it.
The Joe Rogan of Canberra, Marky Worthington.
Yeah.
The big takes.
Well, I am fucking 5'7". So.
And ripped as fuck.
Yeah. But like because I don't smoke weed, I can't say that like I'm a different kind of ripped. But then I remembered that he also smokes weed, so it's
Yeah.
like double ripped.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking off mic about old sayings, right? Like how funny when people used to be like, "Oh, he's fucking ripped." Like that was like an old way of saying he's high.
Yeah.
But now people I think just say high, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's much more socially acceptable now, which has made it way less cool, which
Yeah.
is really annoying for me. So it's the only reason I started.
yeah,
To make friends.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a sport, but for people that are unfit and lazy.
It's like lung Olympics.
Yeah. That can last the longest. Yeah, I was before we came on I was talking about how I have decided to bring back festy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking great term.
Yeah, and it's just a gross word
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. It's nearly like you need another word just to describe the word.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like fucking what's that? It's like Ouroboros, like it like circulates, like it's like the snake eating its tail,
Yeah,
like it's
that
just
is
like
festive.
yeah, it's like the way to describe the word is using the word.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure.
Holy
We're
fuck!
pretty
And I
much
don't
English
smoke weed.
scholars. Yeah, I know.
It's like I'm just like
Yeah.
bringing out words like Ouroboros.
You'd be great at it.
So many times I tell people about like how like tightly strung I am. Like I'm just like such a like I've been asked like where I get my coke from, and I don't do coke. Like I just like and whenever I tell that to people, they're like, "Have you ever like considered smoking weed?" And I'm like, "No, like I've never." Because like I have a feeling that if I was to like. I could go either way.
Yeah.
Like if I did any sort of like even drinking, like if I like I've sort of kept a bit of a tight lead on drinking because I just have like the kind of personality that if I like smoked weed once, I would turn into that dude that has to like wake and bake and just does nothing for the whole day.
Yeah.
Like I'm just both.
And you already like you've got a podcasting studio in your house, so like you already look like a stoner. Like, you got the beard, you know. Like, Like, you don't want to delve further into the stereotype.
Yeah,
You got to keep
exactly.
them on their toes, you know.
Always keep them guessing.
It was really awkward. I rocked up here with a Billy and you're like, oh no, we're actually here to do a podcast. I was like, oh fuck.
What, like a bongcast? Or? I'm sure that's a name. Like a bongcast.
There's got to be
yeah,
a
there has to be
bongcast.
someone out there. It's a bit like I have a buddy that has a beard and he doesn't do any like podcasting or anything. Weird, right? And
He doesn't have a lot of opinions.
yeah, he
Like,
doesn't
what?
even smoke
Why
weed.
does he have a beard then?
I don't think he even smokes weed. Like it's
He's
just
never
like-
actually anyone.
Yeah. All right, you better make me a fucking flat white.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Or we're going to have to shave you. He has a motorbike though, so like that's,
Okay. No, that's
yeah.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
a cruiser too. It's not like a dirt bike. Just the bare minimal
Yeah.
to like justify the beard. But anyway, he was saying that he like cops so many questions about his beard. He wants to do like a podcast as a guest.
Yeah.
And just like talk beards so that he can just
Yeah.
refer people to that episode whenever they like
Whenever
talk
they
too
ask.
long.
Yeah, he could just get a T-shirt made up and just be like, "Before you ask me, listen to this."
It's got a QR code on it.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, really.
Yeah, so we were chatting about that, and we're just like, let's call the episode like Beards and Bikes, and then we looked it up, and that's like a really popular YouTube channel already.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
gotta be.
it doesn't matter what you think of these days. Like, I think that's why I made my podcast just my name.
Yeah.
like because I just knew that like anything I do. I was talking to Dane Simpson. I had him on like one of my early episodes,
Yeah.
and he was like,
Just the nicest person.
yeah.
You're just waiting for him to be a dick, and he doesn't. And like, it makes me angry at him. Like, I really like Dane,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
like, come on, man.
There's no one with a blue check mark that's not a bit of a
I know.
cunt.
I'm like, why aren't you an asshole?
I seen that blue tick and I'm like, you fucking.
You're either a cunt or you're really good at sucking dick. So, Dane, which is it?
Didgeridoo dick. That's his new special.
Yeah. That's the
I got the box set. There's Didgeridoozy, Didgeridick, and that's gonna be he's like raw and delirious. They'll be like, soon people won't know which special it came from. He's like, it's either Didgeridoozy or Didgeridick, but he's got this great bit.
It's just a common name now.
That's actually a common thing with Eddie Murphy's two specials, though, because they came out so close together and they were like, the material was so solid in both of them that like people are like most of the time people are like, oh yeah, like I love his ice cream bit. I don't know which one it's from, but it's a good bit. It's like, so sometimes because I hang out with comedians mostly.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So in a couple years you'll be part of that. I take a sip of tea every now and then just for the fucking ASMR cunts. I just got 4 subs. I lost 8, but anyone that uses headphones just fucking blow out their eardrum. Fuck. Buy Beats, they said. So anyway, I realize sometimes when I'm on stage, I sometimes will like, when I'm riffing, I'll like riff with something that's relevant to comedians more than audience members, because I like mostly am like influenced by conversations with other comedians, and because I listen to so many podcasts with comedians, I kind of like am so submerged in like the sort of conversations that only comedians would find like truly funny. So like I'll riff on stage, and I'll like, last night I did a spot and I brought up Bill Burr's Philly rant. So there's this video of Bill Burr in Philadelphia. It's kind of what fucking like got him. He was already a big name, well, big enough. Like he was on a fucking big, decent. That was a solid lineup that day. But it was like an outdoor gig, and the crowd started fucking turning on him, and someone videoed him just like fucking like turning on the crowd.
I love when comedians do that.
Oh,
so
it's
good to
fucking
watch.
awesome. It's just, it's so good. Like, Actually, I'm going to throw it up. Let's do like a dissection of that. But I'll get that ready in a sec. But basically, I made a reference to that, and the comedians were at the back of the room, and I could just hear one laugh like really loud.
But that laugh means so much because you know they're the ones that are judging you. They're not there to have fun. They're there to talk shit about the other comedians on stage.
Well, they're there to have fun, but just not while you're on stage. They're there to have fun while they're on stage, not when I'm on stage.
So that's the approval you're seeking.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fucking daddy issue version of that's my version of a daddy issue. I need approval from other comedians, especially if they're been doing comedy for longer.
Yeah,
that's my vibe about the whole daddy thing, right? Yeah, I just said vibe and have a beard.
And daddy as well. Yes.
Hey, you're a fucking creepy psychiatrist. Yeah, you're right, though. I definitely don't suit that.
Daddy.
There goes 5 more fucking...
Now we've got 15 more, but they only listen to that bit.
There we go. All right,
Bill Burr Philly.
Philly rant. Let's chuck this up. All right. Oh,
the first 5 are all Pornhub ones.
Yeah.
You're not a
I love how this is.
Guy there,
I love how this is. Yeah, fuck it. I'm an adult.
Yeah, I pay my own rent. I don't watch porn in my podcast.
I pay most of it. Yeah. Let me just get this through to the bit. All right, so. Definitely not an improv idea to fucking chuck this up. He's trying to do his material. He's fucking going off at him.
Free therapy, man.
Yeah.
I really hope all of you run into all those black people that you love so much here. I hope there's a line of all you guys get fucking cocky. They take out their big black dicks and they just shove them right in your fucking mouths, each and every one. And somehow they just keep repeatedly coming.
He's just fucking destroying. This is so much better than the actual material, right?
Your eyes get all crusty.
Yeah, so but that's enough of a sample for me to get banned off YouTube already.
Okay, well, it's been nice being here.
Welcome to the last episode of the Marky. But yeah, I'll chuck that in there as a sample. But the bit that I found most therapeutic of that is whenever I start to lose it with a crowd, I think of that, and that's literally before I seen that video. That's what I want to do. Yeah. But I learned the hard way once at Phoenix. They used to do an open mic there. Yeah. And fuck, it was rough. Yeah, and great crowd, I can imagine. I fucked up once, and I turned on them, and I started doing, before I've seen that Philly rant, I started sort of just being oh, you fucking you've been drinking all day, expect me to fucking fix your night? You've
and they're all yes.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of homeless people that went in there because it wasn't raining in the Phoenix as much.
It's still raining a little bit.
Yeah, well, it was after the fire, so there's still a hole in the roof. But if you stood around the edges of the bar,
rain's less burny.
The rain's actually what stopped the fire. But it was always burning since the world's been turning. So.
Oh god. Gotta bring that one back too.
Yeah, exactly. Just make a bunch of 70s reference. It's just fucking, how long ago did you record this fucking thing?
It's been a real time traveling episode.
You're talking about the fucking relevant Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. And then the Phoenix burning down.
Only relevant to a very small group of the population.
Which was fucking, to be fair, accurately named if they rose from the ashes.
That ironically did not Phoenix.
They didn't, yeah. They should have just been, it shouldn't have been called Phoenix. It should have just been called, like, Dead Bird.
Yeah.
It should have been called Blackbird.
Yeah.
They got the wrong name. It'd be funny if Blackburn Bird Dam reopens. Like, all right, I'm fucking swap. The mayor of Canberra's just like, you guys have to swap names. That'd be a trade
law.
down for Blackbird, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Blackbird's cool, man.
It is a cool. Yeah, no,
It's
I regret saying it.
like when you first walk in there for the first time, not knowing what to expect. It's a little rapey. No more rapey than the basement, though.
Oh, well.
So...
The advantage of the basement is it covers its ass because it's got all those, like, we have a zero tolerance against sexual harassment stickers all over the place.
Yeah, so you can touch whoever you want. You've got the stickers there.
Yeah, you just know if you can't get out because the crowd's too big, you just be inappropriate and they'll throw you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
I tell you what, man, like, over the years, I've never, like, touch wood, but I've never had any real issues there with, like, crowd.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good, like, you kind of, it's got this vibe of, like, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
It's very, yeah.
Like, it's just all, it's sort of like self-regulating, which is good. It's,
Yeah.
Anthony Tomic had a great intro one time when he performed there. He was like, I can't walk into this place without, he was like, Anthony, if you're listening.
Yeah.
He was just like,
Hi, I'm Anthony.
he's just like, okay, I'm going to leave you on this one. That's like the first joke you usually say. No, I like Anthony. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
But
he's a good dude.
that's why I don't like, that's why I feel better paying him out because it makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah,
because he's
definitely. Punch him down.
Yeah.
No, punching up. That's right. Yeah.
I think that's just called an uppercut. Anyway, he was like, I can't walk into this place without thinking about the first scene in Terminator 2. Like where he fucking takes the motorbike from the bar.
Oh my God, yes. That's so accurate, though.
The annoying part is he thinks he's Arnie. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, oh. Do the accent. Get off.
I need you to close your boots and your fucking Toyota Supra.
Yeah. And your mum's Corolla from out the back. The parked at Office Works because you couldn't find a car park.
And now they're shut and she can't get it out.
Yeah.
I need you to close your boots and also, like, when does Office Works open?
And the manager of Office Works number.
yeah,
I need to get my car, please.
She comes over in a 90.
This is the third time this month. I'm sick of it.
Oh, speaking of rocking up in a 90, I remember, and we're chatting about, you watched me take this fucking back. I got to regain those 5 lost subs. I'm like, if you're still listening, welcome back to the ADHD pod. Yeah.
We're only half medicated.
Oh shit! It's 1080p too, so it's like ADHD HD. The one time I remember having an issue with someone at the bar was because he was cut off and then he like yelled at the bartender and then tried to spit at the bartender.
yuck.
So I was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
When I was working at Dan Murphy's, there was this junkie that like got kicked out because he was stealing, and he tried to spit at the manager because he was a junkie, had like cotton mouth. So I did like 2 like.
Give me a minute.
He did like
You're fucked.
he did like 2 dry fires. Like
That was a practice.
he did like what Alec Baldwin wish he did. But then he like finally spat, and it was so dry it like just landed on the floor like in front of my manager. And it was during COVID, so like
Oh no.
so my manager was just like, I'm not like, he's like, get out.
Yeah.
But he was like, I was like, dude, you do realize that that's like an actual assault.
Yeah.
Like during COVID, like that's a proper fucking like criminal thing to do.
Yeah.
When
To
there's
the
a-
guy that's on meth already.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no.
Junkies aren't exactly
Yeah.
social distancing too. Like they're not just in there like, no, hand us that needle, put the needle on the ground and I'll go and get
knock
it.
on the door 3 times. Yeah. And I'll come out.
4 times. He's like, fuck.
Who is it?
But anyway, yeah, so kick this fucking guy out, and he's like on the phone, and he's like, oh, you're all fucked now, the boys are coming. And we're like, oh, fuck, look
the
out.
boys.
So, but like, we have to kind of take it seriously. So this is like years ago. We're probably talking like 8 years ago. So everyone that's in the bar, and at the time the bar wasn't as popular as what it is now.
Yeah.
So we've got probably about 50 people in there, but it's good because like
It's a lot of regulars and stuff. So,
yeah, but it's
yeah.
also good because at the time it was like most of the dudes anyway. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
didn't have to worry
Great
about
for you,
didn't
yeah.
have to worry about
It's a
any
dude
chicks
lover.
getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, great for me. Actually, one time, the best call I ever heard about the ratio of guys to girls, this dude rocks and he's like, walks up just to our group. He's like not with anyone. He's just trying to like find a group of people. He's just
Yeah.
rocked up. He walks up and we're just having a conversation. I'm not working that night. I'm just hanging out. He walks up and he's just like, Jesus Christ, boys, there's a fucking sausage fest and a half down here. And my mate, without skipping a beat, just goes, yeah, and you're the half. Everyone's like, fuck yeah, dude.
And that's how Comedy at the Basement was born.
But we kind of like just took him into our group a little bit just to like try and like
Yeah.
fucking be that guy
And
to
it's
fuck
always,
with him.
like good stories come out of those people
So
too.
there's this like chick up the front watching one of the bands, and he's just like, oh, there's a girl. And we're just like, why don't you go say hi to her, mate? And he's just like, yeah, all right then. But he was kind of like, oh fuck, now I like have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna go ask if she wants a drink or something, mate. And he walks up like he's all fucking Johnny Two Suits, you know? And he fucking, I don't know what that means. Yeah. He goes up to her and the music's pumping and you can just see from the distance, he like leans in and he says something and she's like, what? Like you can see her like, what? And he like leans in and he's just like, just trying to like ask her if she wants a
Yeah.
drink. And her body language was just like, no,
Absolutely not.
No,
Yeah,
thank
no.
you. And he turns around and comes back to it and he's just like, oh, nah, she said she's good for now. And we're just like, dude,
That's a polite way of telling you to fuck off.
she didn't just say that. We could tell from here. She was like,
actually did.
fuck off. We couldn't even hear her and we knew.
Her whole body had said fuck off, not just her mouth.
Anyway, so he took his half and fucked off. But yeah, back to old mate that spat at the bar. So he's like, yeah, the boys are coming. So we're like, all right. So like a few blokes. Yeah. the like not they were like a boy band called the Basement Boys. It's like behind the basement. There's the Backstreet Boys.
The good guys, boys.
Yeah. The office works good. the bus depot boys. The fucking the ACT Brakes boys.
The waste recycling boys.
Yeah. The cardboard and glass recycling boys.
The ACT government run recycling scheme boys.
The 10-cent the 10-cent bottle boys.
The Dick Owl boys.
Yeah.
That's a bit further down.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go further, there's like the fucking Storage King boys.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So a guy spat.
Yeah. Fuck this. I'm enjoying the journey.
I don't even care why he spat anymore.
So yeah, no one eats no one eats water crackers that's the story. We're here for the toppings.
Yeah.
No, so anyway, we're all standing out the front waiting for the boys.
The boys.
And he's like, yeah, he's all fucked at any minute now. And a fucking like white, like late 80s Falcon wagon rolls up.
Oh, there's the boys.
And we're like, it's the boys. And this cunt that looks like him, but just with like a neck beard, gets out.
Yes.
And he walks over to him and he's just like, they fucking tried to kick me out. Let's get them. And he turns around and they both walk towards us. And out of the driver's seat, his fucking like 68-year-old mother gets out wearing a nightie. She's like Croatian as shit. Oh. And she comes over and starts...
That's like the only scary person in this story so far.
Yeah. I don't know, the recycling boys sound pretty comes over and she just goes, why you have to kick him out? Well, I can't do an accent. Fuck, it was a nightie, not a kimono.
Oh my god.
No, she just comes over. Anyway, she comes over. She's got her like Croatian stuff on. You know, she's got like the white face. She's got the geisha face paint and stuff. No, I'm just fucking with you. Like,
She's got
just mixing all the races. She like asked me if I wanted a massage. It's fucking weird. Anyway, she had like the weird hair with like the chopsticks in it. No, just like keep trying to like reference like fucking Japanese shit.
Yeah, so she gets her kimono off.
Yeah.
She puts her stein down.
There was no windows. It was just like those rice paper roll-up thing. But anyway, why do you have to kick him out? He's a good boy. And we're just like, no, he spat at a bartender. And then the manager's there is like, look, just get back in your car and piss off. Like it's all said and done. His brother just throws like a fat hook punch. And my manager just leans back. He's got like a beard, probably about half my length. And he leans like a bitch. Take a swing at a real man.
Not meant to hit women.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
If you were to punch my beard, you'd probably be punching a woman as well. But
or at least some toast crumbs.
Yeah. That's for Ron. So anyway, the more I talk about this, the more I realise it is actually just like a stone cast. But
it is.
Takes the swing, hits the beard. My manager's not mad at the time. And then as soon as he hits the beard, he just goes, you punch my beard, cunt. That's literally what he said, you punch my beard, cunt. Yeah. And then the dude sees how pissed off they are, and they literally just get back in their fucking...
You can punch my cheek, you can punch me in the ass, but you never punch my beard.
Does like a Mel Gibson Braveheart fucking... They can take our fucking Backstreet Boys, but they'll never take our fucking...
They can take our Bingley boys, but they'll never punch our beards.
Never punch our 3-inch beards.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, I didn't have a beard. This is how long ago it was. Yeah, I was the emo kid that... Yeah. I hadn't... my balls hadn't dropped. Yeah. But... It was one of those things where I'm just like, that's literally the only real thing that's happened, and it wasn't anything. It was just a fucking, just a bloke with his fucking mum. Yeah. But
the boys.
The boys. Fucking the boys.
The boys is your mum.
Yeah. Is that the boys there in the fucking nightie? I've heard of some people.
A Falcon?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I can picture it. I can smell that car.
Yeah.
Actually.
It smells like not only she smoked, but the last 4 owners smoked as well.
Yes, old durries and like cheap potpourri.
Yeah, what's that?
Potpourri.
Oh no, it's got one of those fucking little tree hangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like
what
yellow.
colour?
It's yellow now. It didn't used to be. It used to be green.
Yeah. A bit like her accent.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Well, it's fun to be cancelled in my first ever podcast.
I did that.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck it. If I'm famous or you're famous and we're on Netflix one day, and this is how far they have to troll back to get to
Yeah.
it, thank you for listening to all my
thank
content.
You so much.
Yeah.
Like, you've listened to the whole thing so far just to get to that point. Thank you.
Exactly. I don't have a Patreon, but if I do, at the point of you listening, you should totally fucking do.
Yeah.
I actually
And if
considered.
I'm famous, I'll have my helicopter license by then too.
Yeah.
I won't give a fuck.
if I am famous, I'll ask you to remove this episode.
Yeah. I'll have bought all your podcasting gear and destroyed it.
Well, that's like I've actually had a disclaimer similar to that. I think in one of my first few episodes. So I was lucky I had the fucking creepy foresight to like think that I was going to be famous from the get-go.
Yeah.
Look, 5
Called narcissism.
It is, yeah. It's got
I have it too.
it's a shame you weren't being real, because that was true.
Yeah.
It's like when people are just like, they say what they think, but they say that like I've worked in offices on and off for years.
Yeah.
And so many times people are just like trying to disguise it as a joke when they really, like, I know we're good at just joking because we're fucking comedians, but
Yeah.
like in offices, the amount of times that people are just being like, hey, can I put in a leave request for Friday? And it's like Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the fucking manager will just be like, oh, well, I probably won't approve it because you should have had it in last week. Nah, just joking, send it through. But it's just like, no, what you said the first time was actually...
Yeah,
what
and
like,
I'm actually not going to approve it.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, who keeps leaving the milk out? I might have to kill you.
Don't worry, I'll put it away for you.
And Cheryl from marketing's like putting you on her list.
Yeah. She's got a milk bottle that she writes the names of people.
In lipstick.
Yeah. It's sitting on the passenger side in her car. She gets in there and fucking writes it down.
In her Falcon.
Yeah.
She's on the way to pick up her son. After he's
fucking
been spitting on someone again.
4 missed calls. What's this cunt want? So, Mum, put on the fucking kimono.
The boy. I need the boys.
She just looks at her phone to a text, just like from the son. Bring the boys.
Yeah.
More.
Like, Harrison, get in the car. Your brother's fucked up again.
He's like that. The neck beard. Yeah. He's like about to shave his neck beard and get his life together. He like hasn't had a call out for so long. That's his version of like when if you haven't had a seizure for a while, you can get your license back. Yeah, like the boys haven't been called, he can start getting his life
He's
together.
Just putting his Mountain Dew away. He's
Yeah.
like, no, not today.
I'm not about that boy's life anymore.
I'm not having Doritos for breakfast, Mom. Yeah.
He wakes up after 12 and he's like, well, technically it's lunch, that's fine.
Yeah,
As long as he
that's
doesn't
okay.
sleep through, yeah. Like I've heard of some gangs having some uniforms before, but like they really took it to the next level.
It's like a permanent uniform.
He just turns around at the back of the night, he's just got a patch that says the boys.
Would it be boys with an S or a Z?
A 3.
Yeah. Oh, no.
B-O-Y.
Yeah. Or one of those S's you did in like primary school, the Superman S's.
Yeah.
Her son did it. She's just so proud of him. My son made this graphic on the back.
Was she proud of him?
Yeah.
I think the Proud Boys are a different thing.
Yeah, they definitely don't like Croatians.
We just lost our Canadian viewers. It's illegal to listen to this podcast there now.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back to Storm the Capitol.
Welcome back to White Chat. No, that was a joke.
You have enough like different colours in your hair that you can get away with it.
Like, I'm clearly like a massive lefty. I've got pink hair. Like, this is all a visual joke.
You could just leave that on your shoulder for the rest of the
Yeah, I'm like, guys, look, I have a septum piercing. I'm not racist. I don't eat dairy, okay?
eat milk. That's not good.
Yeah. Well, no one eats it, I guess.
Oh, I went to the fucking Badalla Cheese Festival one year, like the
lit.
Yeah. No, Tilba
Yeah.
Cheese Festival. Fuck, that was good. Like I didn't realize, but my girlfriend at the time, and she didn't know either, was lactose intolerant.
Oof. Ooh.
Yeah. So, but she
fun trip back.
didn't drink or eat much dairy.
Yeah.
So until that point,
Yeah.
So it
what a
was-
way to find out at a cheese festival.
tipped her over the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best thing was, it wasn't just fucking like normal milk. It was like
Oh, it's
fucking
like
straight out of the
heavy.
tit.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's just.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just sitting there like, you fuck. I felt like I was getting cucked by a cow.
Yeah, you're like, it's an open day at the factory.
I'm
You're
like-
not actually meant to
Yeah.
suck the cow's teat.
I'm just patting the back of the head saying, I wish I could do this for you. I have to outsource it.
As someone who was breastfed, though, I'm like, I feel sorry for cows. Like,
Yeah.
It's fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, I've seen fucking, like, it's better
God,
than...
I was like, where's this going to go? I've seen plenty of
Let me just
breastfeeding,
let me just
okay?
pull this fucking thing.
I'll pull this file up. Westfield baby change rooms.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
fucking...
It's a live stream, actually.
Just Bilbo ranting. It's like, why the fuck is he in there? I mix the clips up when I do the post edit. We're just sitting there laughing, watching some
Poor
chick
young
breastfeed. We're just thinking about him ranting, but it's just like not. It's like the wrong video file. We fucking quickly edit it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some videos of like some of the dairy farms when they're like dodgy though, like they're not careful and they fucking just like, or they over like milk the cows, like they
Yeah.
kind of, and I fucking like, I tell you what, one thing about like that, like the whole like animal movement is like, I'm glad that I'm not going to stop
Yeah.
eating meat or whatever, but I'm definitely gonna like be more careful where I get it from. Like I
Yeah.
definitely like I haven't bought like fucking like cheap meat or
Yeah.
anything since I've been an adult. Like when I was like living at home and like, you know, I started to earn. I started working at Woolies when I was like 14.
Yeah.
So
You're a Woolies boy.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my Woolies. Fucking. So fuck off. That's the new ad.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just gonna impose like a dun dun, like the Woolworths logo, right? I'll get sued. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck.
I actually don't care, but like I just didn't want to do the extra editing.
Yeah. We're just ticking people
Yeah,
off our
fuck
list
it. Yeah,
today.
yeah.
This is the enemies episode.
You're not out of danger, Coles. You can't. Fuck Coles, man. I was like, I actually don't care where. Like some people are like super like
they're so staunch, and I'm like, imagine having that much room in your brain to care about the difference between Woolies and Coles.
the color of the
like, fuck
logo.
me. Like I have trouble just getting there and getting my groceries done.
Like I get my meat from a butcher.
Yeah.
And that's like the one thing that I like I'm actually a bit more picky about. Like
Yeah.
produce and meat, I try to get it from markets. But if
Yeah.
I can't, I'll just fucking go to Woolies
Yeah.
or Coles or fucking whatever the fuck.
We don't discriminate. here.
Franklin's or Superbarn,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Whatever.
Franklin's.
Franklin's.
Time traveled.
Franklin's.
Remember when the one down the road, the Coles there was Jewel?
No.
Was that? Oh, I'm older than you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just haven't lived here for as long. Like, so I've been in
Yeah.
Canberra for 10 years now. So
Yeah,
I moved
actually-
here when I was, when I finished high school. I started like work here.
Ah, yeah. Well, it used to be a Jewel supermarket.
Yeah, nice.
Mm.
Well, now people know where I live.
Oh yeah. Sorry. It's just a little Easter egg in there. Try to work that out.
Don't worry, by the
All
time
those
we're
people we've
famous, by
offended.
the time we're famous, we won't be here anymore.
We'll need a helipad
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. Flying over a city near you. So what was I fucking saying before this?
Oh, God.
Yeah, so many fucking. Anyway, so spits at the bar.
So we're talking about the boys, right?
Yeah.
Water crackers.
Yeah. You're just like, I'm just here for the crackers, eh?
Yeah, yeah. You're like, no one eats water crackers. I was like, oh, fuck.
Coincidentally, the name of the podcast.
Yeah.
Crackers. Cracker chats.
Yeah. We'd have a whole different audience.
Yeah, exactly. Cracker boys. Anyways,
Yeah.
Crack Street Boys.
Hello to all our new Proud Boy listeners.
Crack Street Boys. Fucking so good.
That's lower Belconnen, actually.
I said it already, but I like
Todderdale Street.
Yeah.
The Crack Street Boys.
Fuck yeah, Todderdale.
Yeah.
I used to live like in that like part of Belconnen.
Before you gave up crack.
Yeah. Before it gave me up. It was just like,
I was like, you're a bit much for me, actually,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
You don't need me.
yeah, the king of meth just like kicked me out of the kingdom.
Tried to go to Weedtopia and they're like, we don't want you either.
Yeah.
You have to go to Comedy Land.
It's actually just an emu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know. I thought that I didn't know why they called it Emu Ridge. It's just actually an emu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emu just came up with a cork hat on,
Yeah.
and it was just like, all right, mate.
This whole thing has been like a fever dream.
I feel like as much as I don't want to be Joe Rogan, this is the DMT podcast.
Yeah.
The intro for this episode will just be a door opening.
Yeah.
You walk
Welcome
into
to our minds.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying place.
Like
to
the
be.
suitcase in
Trust
Pulp
me.
Fiction.
Yeah. If they've made it this far.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. And you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the Cracker Cast. Shout out to my boys. Remember to text 1-800-BOYS if you ever get kicked out of a bar for spitting on someone. We will send 2 of our best out.
Neckbeard and mom.
Yeah.
It'd be even funnier if she was like, he spit, get in the car, Jeremy. And he's like, Mom. And she's like, I said, get in the fucking car.
Holy fuck. Did we just think of the most accurate name for the podcast? Neckbeard and mum? Was it you and I that rocked up to pull this cunt out of shit? Was I that stoned I didn't know that it was me?
Yeah. You've been that high, you forgot you actually
Even
did
smoke
weed.
pot?
Yeah, you're like, I don't smoke weed.
It's like when you see on like highway patrol or cops.
Yeah.
It's like, so if you've been, are you under the influence? I'm like, nah, man. You're just like, dude, you definitely.
Yeah. And
Do
the
you know
cop's like, oh, okay.
one thing I learnt from watching Highway Patrol? Not so much on cops, but I've seen a lot of both. I've seen all the Highway Patrols, by the way. That's my fucking claim to fame.
Sometimes I can watch the start of an episode and be like, oh, I love this one.
Yeah. Tonight.
Yes. Yes. He's going to have that bogan slapping someone with a thumb.
Fuck
Yes. Yeah.
So my thing that I've learnt from this is like the one theme throughout the entire series. If someone calls a cop a dog cunt, they always test positive for meth.
Yeah.
And-
And for being a dog cunt as well, ironically.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do like the fucking test? It's just like, okay.
And what would you refer to me as? Oh, you fucking dog cunt. Yeah, we've got positive for meth over here.
Literally exactly what I was thinking. Like, it's just like, there's like THC, all the shit, and then just a picture of a cop. And it's like, and can you describe that in 2 words? And if he's like dog cunt, they're just like, yeah, nah, unfortunately you've tested positive. Fucking meth.
Yeah.
I think that would save a lot because those fucking tests aren't cheap.
Yeah,
Like the coppers spend a fair bit of money on that shit, but also it's just
patent that system.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could save like cause
Yeah, you're gonna
you
get
can
your
reuse
helicopter.
that test. It's just a picture.
Yeah,
like it's like
It's getting grubby. They've had to like laminate it.
I just thought of a really fucking funny clip. You know, in Terminator 2, where the liquid metal dude is trying to find John Connor. He's showing pictures of like John Connor at the mall. He's like going around. He's like, "Have you seen this boy?"
Yes, this boy.
Just
Have you seen my boy?
just change that and expose like a picture of a cop on it. It's like, have you seen? Who is this? It's like a cop asking, like,
Dog cut knife.
But also, I think that it's not on cops because they don't like Americans don't talk like that. Like we like actually like I said, even different towns. Like so, I did a spot at a different room last night that wasn't in Canberra, and I said the word cunt on stage, and I watched the crowd react differently. I was like, what the fuck, like. I was not even talking about myself. I was like, I was just like, you're just sitting there like, I
We're
literally,
here for self-love. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, I literally was just like, you're just sitting there like, look at this cunt. And then like, they were like, ugh.
Yeah. It's
Good thing I didn't
worse
open with
when
that.
You get the like audible gasp after you've said it, and you're like, oh no. Yeah.
It's like the back of the room, like the comedians just start laughing.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
like, nah,
You're
you
like,
fucked it.
Oh, phew. They liked it.
Yeah.
None of the paying people liked it.
This
Though,
fucking
yeah.
dumb cunt. I wrote the stupidest joke about, like, on the way back. I was just chatting, and I was thinking about like different sayings, like when people are like, you know, like things like, what are you trying to fucking start something? Or like just out of context, how funny are those sayings? Like, or someone's just like, now you're speaking my language. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
I have been the whole time.
Yeah. So it's not like you came up and started speaking
grew
it.
up
Like,
together.
Yeah.
What?
It's not like you came up and started doing like a Croatian accent and changed it to Japanese or anything. All right, we've got a bit to wrap up the podcast. I got a video.
We're going to wrap.
Yeah.
The two whitest people in Canberra.
Yeah.
Neckbeard and mum.
Yeah.
In the morning.
97.3 on your dial. Welcome back to Neckbeard and Mum.
Boing.
Conk, conk.
Today, what's the festiest thing you've ever seen?
What does festy mean to you? So, just got a random fucking person
We've got a
calling you.
caller. Oh, hello, this is Cheryl
From
my
Holt.
son's bedroom. It's pretty festy.
Fuck off, Mum. Yeah.
I'll fucking spit on you, Mum.
I tried to shave off my neck beard, but we had to do a call out last night.
It's a call out.
I wonder if they put the call out fee on that one. Let's see, after 12 o'clock, we got...
Extra $50.
So I'm going to preference this video. We've got, so basically, the story behind this is female comedian goes up in front of an audience, but the audience is at a cinema, and the reason that they're waiting is because the fucking projector wasn't working. So, interesting setup. Basically, one of those things where you're like, don't fucking do that.
No.
So I
Just don't do that.
if
yeah.
you're, I can
Great advice.
understand why, like, early on you might be like, hey, here's a crowd, here's an
Everyone
opportunity.
wants to hear me because I'm so funny. Yeah, she obviously hasn't been like beaten down by the world of comedy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad you said the world of comedy.
Just taking another minority off our list of people. We could piss
Okay,
off.
and then for a podcast called fucking Neckbeard and Mum, we just lost a lot of single mums. All right, let's get in. So this is a compilation. This isn't the full video. It's about a 1 minute version. So let's have a look at this.
Straight from BuzzFeed.
Straight from BuzzFeed. We're going to I'm going to pause it throughout just to, like, if we need to, like, have a, like, breakdown of what was just said.
We need to have a breakdown. Thank you. I've been really depressed.
Well, this is what a breakdown looks like.
So, I am a single mom. Do we have any single moms in the house? Take my ashes and spread them near Pismo Beach and Lake Tahoe and whatever's left over, I want you to put in your dad's coffee grinder. I feel like all the moms in NorCal thought I was a stripper because they made hair tattoos. So I also like to give advice to people.
Oh, no.
Jesus was never married. He could have been dropped off the kids for her weekend and been like, here's your dead fish, bitch.
Holy fuck. By the way,
She's fucking ripped, man.
yeah, by the way,
she beat the shit
I
out
don't
of
want to piss this chick off, but also, if you look at the video, like people that are just listening to the audio, it is literally not a full cinema too.
No.
Like, and she's doing, like you mentioned, crowd work in a
To
fucking.
people that were not expecting to come and see comedy.
If you do comedy in a fucking room that is people there to watch comedy, it's bad enough sometimes
Yeah.
if you start fucking up.
Yeah.
If I'm honest though, the fact that she's like a fit single mum probably helps because they're like having a go.
Oh, yeah, and they've already, like, she's already got them on side because she looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah, but like if I did this, I don't think I'd have the same outcome.
Yeah, same. They'd be like, get off, you fat bitch.
Wait, you or me? Like I'm just, I'm like
Neck
so
beard and the
insecure.
fat bitch. And Marky's like, oh, no, I don't know whether I can laugh or not.
Wait, which one am I? I'm still confused.
I'm neck beard. You're like, I thought I was the mum.
No, wouldn't yours be pink neckbeard? Like just like you just like you put on like
Pink
just
beard.
like cut 3 inches off your hair and just put it under the chin.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, just and crowd work though. Like why?
Bold move.
Yep, and I mean we all know a cunt that puts their shoes up on the fucking chair in front of them too.
But they're there to see a movie. Like, they don't want to interact with people.
I want to help. I want to inspire. I've been going through depression. Does anybody hear chant? I'm like, if that can get Tina Turner away from Ike Turner, that can get me out of my one bedroom into a house in the hills.
Oh no! Also, whoever mashed this up made her look insane. Fuck yeah, BuzzFeed.
Yeah, well done. BuzzFeed.
Thanks for like getting my podcast and
Already
making
an insane thing to do.
yeah, you also can like you don't need to fuck with my videos to make me look insane. Like, so, if anything, it's less work.
Yeah.
I've worked very hard to make it look like I've done less work. But the other part of this is, do you know how she's like, I've been struggling with depression? That is a Hail Mary play. Like, if you start to fuck up, you're like...
People are like, ha, 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 don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
No, you are funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally just like, no, we can see that you're fucking insane by how well you kept your body after having a kid.
And she's also wearing, like, a really nice dress
Yeah.
that does not look comfortable.
She knew she was
nearly
getting
like
up.
It was planned. Yeah, like, she's very well put together for someone who's at a movie
Yeah,
theater.
yeah. She's planned this. Yeah. It's like this
She
was
was
going
a
to...
sociopath, or she knew this was going to happen.
It's like she knew she was going to be on my podcast.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll be doing a tight 5 at the start of Freddy vs. Jason in about 10 minutes. It's like fucking...
She's just been working her way around the theatre.
yeah,
She
literally.
goes in and presses stop on
Freddy
the
vs.
projectors
Jason.
and
You can see how long it's been since I've been to the cinema.
Yeah.
Fucking Freddy vs. Jason. I'll be getting up in front of fucking Mulan after this. Little bit of material that's relatable for everybody.
Yeah, so she jumped up in front of Forrest Gump.
It's just imagine also like if I fuck up on stage, I can kind of be like, oh, like it was a younger crowd. I've got like older. This chick's just like, fucking like imagine just being like, yeah, fuck that crowd. Like they weren't.
Yeah,
It's
they
just like
literally did not want me there.
Yeah,
They had paid for something else.
It's like what the fuck? Like what the fuck's wrong with these cunts? Like I fucking like go up and I do a tight 5 and they fucking didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
They're like, bring back the ads.
more insanity.
Oh, people are just blatantly talking to each other.
Usually when I sing that song, white people are confused.
Oh, you're white too, though.
Do you want to come down here and try to entertain people?
I think she might be Latina.
I like, but you eat something. I never thought I would see like a racist Asian. Sometimes people get jealous if they haven't been through as many things as you. So this is an opera that I wrote. Actually, did it the other night, Laugh Factory, and they loved it.
Oh, by the way, also imagine just being like, I did this at the Laugh Factory, like trying to plug dates. Oh man. Oh, but also, the like animation of it, like just jumping from side to side to try and be like, hey,
But
look,
without
I'm on
context,
stage.
like it's not like in part of the joke. She's just literally jumping and waving her arms while like telling her normal gear to try to get attention.
Imagine just trying to fucking like you're trying to wave a car down because you had a breakdown.
Trying to wave some laughs.
Just like if you're trying to wave a car down, she also just had a breakdown.
Yeah. Yeah. She's currently having one.
Yeah. This is what Actually, to be fair, this is pretty fucking normal mindset for a comedian.
Yeah, like
But-
everyone wants to see me and hear my funny jokes.
Yeah.
Like here we are laughing at her and we're recording a fucking podcast.
Yeah, and I'm literally just like, I'm actually pretty keen to go check the movie schedule. I've heard of pay to get on stage, but this, like, that's like a $25 ticket. Oh, imagine just having to turn to... Oh...
Oh, she's moved up into the seat now.
Oh no. People are just happy that she's off stage at that point. Oh no. Alright, fuck that little outro. But
BuzzFeed just absolutely nailing her with the outro music. That's savage.
alright, fuck it.
There's no good meaning behind playing that at the end of anyone's video.
No, I mean, that's my one goal. If I have a video that goes on BuzzFeed, as long as it hasn't got that as the intro,
Yeah.
I'll even take the crying fucking,
Yeah.
like, oh no fucking thing over that.
Over that.
Oh, but
That's
also
just-
it's kind of fucking
Yeah.
counterproductive as well, because she said she's a psychic medium, but if she knew anything about the future, she wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do that? It's like, oh, I can see the future, but I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
You fucked both of her side hustles.
I mean, she's famous now, but for being a pelican.
That's probably the fucking most famous person I've had on the podcast.
Yeah. Wow. Congratulations.
Well, I did have a few people that have been famous, but they haven't been from comedy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's like the wrong.
Same.
Yeah. Actually, had we'll see. Next episode, we're gonna have a member of the boys on the show. I'll even do it after hours, so they get a little bit of a bonus from it. How funny would that be? Just smash cut to me just sitting here with like a chick in a fucking like full 90 and a neck beard. Yeah. We're recording it in her Falcon.
You're sitting in the back.
Office Works car park.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. All right, let's wrap it up with that. That's been the episode. I had heaps of fun with this one, so thanks to everyone for listening. And where can they find you for socials?
I don't have any comedy pages.
You are fucking Dave Chappelle of Canberra.
And I'm like, even my Instagram handle is like heaps of underscores and then mags. So if you can find that, go on there.
Yeah.
See some pictures of my kid.
I'll be lucky even tagging you in it, let alone the people that don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel like there'd be more people that know you from this episode if it's shared by you. You know what I mean? Like, people share their own episode sometimes, and like people will be like, oh, I never heard of this fucking Marky Worthington dude, but I know who Caitlin is because she fucking shared it on her fucking...
I've got a lot of Facebook friends. And not a lot of real ones. Just the boys.
Well, if you ever need friends, make sure you call 1-800-THE-BOYS.
If you're a spitter,
Oh,
let us
fuck.
know.
I better check if that's actually a business. I might be giving them like an accidental plug. I have to release. I get a fucking cease and desist. This is not accurately described, the boys.
The boys, yeah.
But yeah, cheers for being on the show. And
Thank you.
thanks everyone for tuning in. Until next time, I'll catch you. Cheers. Peace. Don't buy me a drink. Just name names.
Yeah, right, Big Tony. You'll get fucking thrown out of the strip club with your floppy disk.
all day.
Make people feel shamed for shit all day.
Don't blow
Turn
it.
it into a hard drive. Yeah, right. You'll get fucking weird
Keep it simple. Count your money.
that they're not proud of.
Just give me $10.
All right.